I couldn't wait for this interview. I was ready for this because there's a lot that I've been holding in and I'm letting it out. You know, that just make me feel so good for you to reach out because no one reached out to hear this story. And it's the story of my life. Father's my husband, my son, me raising these kids. You never know what a person going through.
That's Lisa, a mother and grandmother in PBMR's Family Forward program. Far more than our other episodes, this interview has been cut down and rearranged. Our unedited conversation, not even including the time when we weren't recording because I didn't realize my computer had died, was 1 hour and 15 minutes. We talked about many things. The death of her husband, how she thinks her son died and her evidence for it, and her involvement with Family Forward, to name some main themes. Fittingly, this episode comes out in National Crime Victims' Rights Week, and according to the OVC, quote, "This year's theme is a call to action for us all to create safe environments for crime victims to share what happened to them," end quote. That's what Healing Circles aim to be, and I hope that's what Lisa and I's conversation was as well. The pieces of the interview that you're about to hear concentrate on the death of her son, the night she learned he had died, and the effect it had on her. It's not an easy listen, and listener discretion is advised. Lisa's pain doesn't just come from the hole that was left in her life when her son was gone, but also the gaps of information that kept her from closure. How do you find peace when the question of what happened is always on your mind? How do you heal when answers are out there and you've been refused them? Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Together We Heal.
When I lost my son, I was at work. I was working night shift. My husband had the kids, and a body went past. I was doing sanitation, housekeeping. I was the waste team, working as a hospital. And down at the waste team, there is the morgue. So the bodies come down there. And I saw the police escorting the transportation. I'm like, man, why are the police escorting him or her? And they already got the transportation. What happened to that person? All along, that was my son. I didn't know it was my son. I'm saying that was my son. I got off work. I said, I'm going to stay home and do the own learning with the kids, the e-learning for the kids on the tablet. So I called their mom, and I asked their mom, where's Jonathan, which that was my son. And she said they took him away. I said, what you mean they took him away? She didn't even know he was deceased. I called over looking for my son. I called about every police station it is to see did they have my son. I called 311. They didn't have no information on him. So why did God direct me to call the hospital? I asked them, did they have my son, Jonathan Price? It's like, just a moment, let me look. So they came to the phone. They said, yes, ma'am, we have a Jonathan Price. And they said, who are you? I said, I'm his mother. Well, I'm going to let you talk to the doctor who have him. I'm like, okay. So the doctor get on the phone, and she was like, yes, we have Jonathan Price. I said, okay, is he stable? What's going on? Well, he's not quite stable, but I need you to come down here and bring someone with you. So immediately I called my daughter, and my heart just felt like I just felt something not right. I need you to come down here. So I called my daughter, and I said, I can't move. I was just stiff. And my husband was like, what? I didn't want to tell him because he gets short-breathed. I'm like, they talking about Jonathan. He said, come on. I said, no. I don't want you to go because I had the kids. I want you to stay here because I didn't want him to get too overwhelming by being short-breathed or get sick on me. And he said, okay. And I said, once I get there, I'll let you know. And so my sister called my brother and his wife, and they all met me there. And once I got to the hospital, they put me in a room, as they do with family, and they come out and talk to you. And I'm like, I don't like this. What's going on? What's up with this room? I work at the hospital. I know when they put families in rooms, what happened to them, or something be real serious that they're not going to make it, or sometimes they do make it, or it's really trauma. It's really bad. Yeah. And sometimes you have to make a decision or something like that. That's the little room, the little closet room. So the doctor came in there. She said, well, I'm so sorry to tell you We did everything we could. He did not make it. I said, what you mean he didn't make it? What's wrong? What's wrong? Well, we did find this and we found that. And they said, we're going to let you see him. And I just fell out to the floor. Not my son, not my baby. That's my only son. And my brother went back there and identified him. And he came back. He was teary-eyed. He said, yes, Niecy, that's him. You got to go see him. Come on, let's go see him. So he picked me up. They picked me up, put me in the wheelchair, and they took me back there. And it wasn't nothing but God. That was God's doing for my baby not to go to Cook County Morgue. Because once you go to the Cook County Morgue, they're going to put a screenshot and just your head is going to show and say, is this him? They're not going to show the body. So I had a chance to go back there and see my son full body. Yeah. As a mother, I like to know what happened because he just left me that night, me and my husband. And he asked me, Mom, these are my babies and I'm going to get them back because you're not supposed to be raising my kids. So, Anna, when I went back there in that room and I saw my baby on that table, I just fell out and I snatched the cover off of him. And he had beat marks all over his body. Do you hear me? He was bruised. When I pulled that cover back, I got a picture in my phone. He was choked around his neck. And podcast, I want answers, and I want everybody to know and to listen to me, and I want this to go viral. Why come did no one call me and say, we have your son? Did no one call me and say he was deceased? I took a picture of my baby, his face, how swole he was, his neck. I said, they choked him. Anna, my son died at 4 o'clock. I didn't see my baby till like 11 o'clock, almost 11:45. So I had to find him on my own. Yeah. I didn't even know he was dead till I got to the hospital. I didn't receive no discharge papers for my baby. When I walked out of there hollering and crying, the detective was there. He said, I am so sorry for your loss. He was still there. Now, what are you still doing here? Because you have to do paperwork. You got to do answers. Right now, today, it's been 3 years, April 7th. I still don't know what happened to my son. No answers. I had a lawyer, took the case, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, we can't take the case. How you cannot take the case? I did paperwork. They came to my home. They did everything. So why is they on the hush-hush? Why they couldn't take my case? And they took the case. It was like a year. They was fighting for this case. And so they finally got the video. And so he's like, well, we like to see the video, my lawyers. So they's like, yes, we did see the video. I want to see the video. I'm the mother. I never seen the video of what happened. I called down and asked them, I'm the mother of Jonathan Price, and I'd like to come down and see the video. They said, click. They hung up on me. His dad tried to go down there and get the video. They wouldn't let him get no video. When nobody come talk to me, none of that. Didn't no police come talk to me when my son died. Didn't nobody say nothing. I just want to know how actually did he go. It wasn't no drugs. Not with all them beat marks on him. It wasn't that. It didn't say overdose on the death certificate. It just said what was in his system. That's it. And it said accident. And I asked the pathologist, what do you mean? If phones can record, go back and they can listen to what she told me. I said, so you mean to tell me they accidentally killed my baby? She said, yes. I said, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I said, you have a son, a daughter, or a grandbaby. Do what's right. And it took this lady a year. Why do it take that long for a pathologist to give you a death certificate? I just want answers, or just let me watch the video. Let me see what happened. How did you just get away with doing something like this? What happened? I want to watch the video. Where's the video? I don't have no closure. I don't have no closure. And I got to worry. I already got a hold in my heart, but my heart is like it's opening up more and more because I don't have a closure because I do not know what happened to my baby. And it's like, I haven't slept good at all. I don't sleep. That's why I do not sleep. I probably get an hour or two. I don't sleep. I get up in the middle of the night. I get up in the middle of the night. My grandbaby looked just like my son. And he called me Gigi. And, and it's like, I just want answers and closures, podcast. Help me out here. Help me out. Just let me get some answers. That was my only son. Y'all took away from me. Now my husband, he's not here. My son not here. You know, it's the life that I'm living. I'm okay, but I'm not okay. But I have strength and I have to be okay. He has not came to me since he been deceased. But he came to my daughter. You know, he told my daughter, "You think mama good? Mama ain't good." So I know he's watching over me. I said, "He came to you?" She said, "Yes, he came to me in a dream." But he ain't came to me in my dream because he figured like I just want her to be at peace. And he know I'm not at peace. If he come to me, he probably scared like, oh, he has not came to me. But he came to me through her for her to tell me that I'm watching you. You're going to be okay. So, yeah, but other than that, Anna, it's a lot. You know, when you have to raise your 5 grandbabies without their dad, now without their grandfather. So, and I'm being the best grandmother, mother / dad that I can do.
Yeah.
I'm 3 in 1. I'm 3 in 1 and I'm going to do it. I be in pain every day, but I don't show it because I got to take care of these kids. I have an assignment to do, and that's my assignment. And so God blessed me with one good job. Now I work with the city of Chicago, and that's a blessing. And I'm telling any single mother, grandmother, even single dads, we could do it. We have to be strong and continue to move forward. But I just want answers to what happened to my son and for me to continue to live my life. These kids going to need answers. Yeah. Right now, they don't know, Anna. They just know daddy's up there in heaven. But as they get older, what really happened to my father?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to have to explain that. What happened to my dad, Gigi? I used to ask my mama, where's my dad? When I was coming up, my dad died at 2. I was 2. You know?
Yeah.
At 2. And, you know, I know I'm God's child, believe it or not. I can remember, I was 2 or 3, something like that. I can remember, you know, I'd have seen the light before. More than one time. I'd have seen the light 2 times. And he said, you ain't coming up here with me. Yeah. I got an assignment for you. Get back down there. So, and people, when you see the light, you know you God's angel. A lot of people see the light and if they ain't seen the light, they be like, okay, the light, what's the light?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
See the light. You ain't coming up here. And I know I'm God's child, and I know he gonna give me these answers. That's where I get my strength from, because he holding me down, and I believe, I'm a believer, and I know answers gonna come, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep on. People don't know, you know, what people going through out here. It's a lot of crimes have not even been solved. And I'm going to solve mine before I leave this earth.
Yeah.
At least I can know, baby, I found out what happened to you.
Thanks for listening to Together We Heal, a podcast from Precious Blood Ministry of Reconciliation. There's contact information in the description if you'd like to reach out about this episode. And there's a link if you'd like to support PBMR's mission of hope, healing, and radical hospitality. Thank you.